Yes, I'm high. Yes, every daily wanna get to this guy. Yes, go out tonight, I just might. Yes, style cleaner than yours, so don't buy. Yes, I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair.
Get busy in here, get busy in here. Yeah, my squad run deep. Yeah, we really in here. I swear whatever you want, you can get it in here. Comedy or the drama, it's a mixture in here. But you love it in here. Yeah, you love it in here. Got reviews up in here. We got stories in here. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit the bell. Oh yeah, 3 clicks like the shoes on Dorothy in here.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy BusyBlu, and I am back with the So Busy Book Club. We're just waiting for So Debonair to get here. I'm not going to tell you about the stress that So Debonair brought to me today. Okay, what's going on, Jamie B? Remember that today's chat is an open chat. You are allowed to come up and talk about the book. Remember that we are reading This Hoe Got Roaches in Her Crib, a riveting tale about a bitch with roaches. Okay. We are really excited about the book. We said that we were going to get to chapter 13, but we have decided that today we only gotta go up to chapter 11 because that's the chapter that I got to. Y'all know that for the past week, I wasn't feeling well, so I could not be here. And then I had to go to the dentist. There was stuff that was going on, but now my teeth, at least I got all my teeth in. Okay. Yes. Okay. Now they got to get whitened in that whole process, but it'll all be coming in. So as y'all come into, y'all know this is live on my channel and this is live on So Debonair's channel, members only. If you are watching this right now and it's streaming and it's not members only, that means that you didn't pay your dues and you are watching the playback of this video. So you can comment, you can write on, but you are watching the playback of this video. Let me make sure that I put up that this is the book that we are watching. This hoe got roaches in her crib. So this is the current book from the book club. Okay, current book from the book club. A lot of people have been talking about it so far because they did see. Oh, let me show y'all while we wait for So Debonair. I'm gonna show y'all that the author of the book thought that it was cool that we had done something about it. Give me a second, y'all. Let me see if I can get to that page. YouTube. Get busy in here. Get busy in here. Oh, excuse me. That was very distasteful. I done burped all up and through this. Boom. Let me show y'all. 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 So, for those who did not get a chance to see it, the author of the book, Quan Mills Presents, approved and of us reading the book and really liked the book read. Okay, Quan Mills said, "This is dope." Okay, I watched the entire review. Thank you all for reading my book. I am black, by the way. Okay, so we must remember that they are black. Whoa, just buzzing and burping. Now the impact here. To be honest, yo, I was reading one of, so I'm gonna say this. There was one chapter. What chapter is this? That had me tingling in my pants. I was looking like, okay, well, pull the pants down, Fred Quisha. Pull his pants down, Fred Quisha. Let me see what chapter that was, y'all. I want to say it was chapter 2. I mean, chapter 3. I was like, pull the pants down, Fred Quisha. Pull the pants down. Suck a little, you know what I'm saying, Fred Quisha? Get at it. I was judging very harshly. What was his name? Dante? Who was it? Deontay. I was judging Deontay. Yes, Sky. Yes, I was. I was judging Deontay, and I was judging Deontay a lot. So we're gonna wait for So Deb to get in here. Let me make sure that I remember that today's is a everyone. You can come and talk. If you are reading a book, you can join the book club, and make sure that I paste in here the StreamYard, and I'm going to tag it and hold it on my page. Give me a second, y'all. That way, whatever time you come in, if you want to click on, you could click on. She said she on chapter 37. Oh, Jacob said they on chapter 37. You better than me. All right, let me go in here. Whoa, okay. Let me make sure I pin this tweet. Pin message. Boom. Okay, so I pinned the message on my channel. So for anybody who wants to join, you can join. This is going to be a free for all one for the for today's book club. Now, y'all, I am barbecue and chicken. So just so y'all know, I am barbecue and chicken. So I may be in and out a little bit as I go barbecue and chicken. So let's pull up our reading our book club assessments, our book club discussion questions, and let's start doing it. I was trying to play catch up, grah. Let's go to our book club discussion topics. Okay. Okay. Let me not use that one. That look like a good one though, y'all. You know, we try to use different discussion topics. Let's try to use this one. Okay, y'all ready? Ooh, these are some good ones, y'all. These are some really good ones. Let me copy these down. These are really good ones. Ooh, like if y'all were doing like really good self-help books, this would be good. This is 60 book club questions for more engaging discussion. Okay, y'all ready? Let me see if I can minimize this so that I can put some numbers with this, because I know how we like to do the number thing over here. Boom. Paste it, baby. Paste it, baby. Boom. Paste it, baby. Ah! Oh. Hey, so Deb.
What's going on, Busy?
How you feeling? You were a little late today. The people was worried.
I was not late. You were late.
I felt like I started the show, so I was
because time. You called me like we're going live. We're supposed to be going live like 30 minutes ago.
No, we started live at 7:15. So we're done. Okay, I gotta go check my chicken outside. But talk to the people about how you felt about the book. I'm about to start with numbering it, so then you decide that y'all know how we do over here. Y'all decide what number we're gonna go on. Let me go to a numbered list. Boom. The numbers are 1 through 61. So before we get into it, so Deb, I already talked to them about the author saying our book. We said we're gonna go up to chapter 11. Some people have finished the book already. Tell us, what are your overall thoughts so far about the book?
Well, I only got to chapter 8, but so far this is really kind of giving a backstory from what I've read so far. Just about the relationship with the grandmother and the father of Frederica's, I forgot what her name is, but it's just giving that Maya, they're giving it a backstory about her. This was kind of really boring to me. It was boring because it wasn't like, I guess I wanted more of Frederica. I guess when I got to the part with her and the guys come over, that was interesting. But I feel like it was also important for us to know the backstory of the father, you know, about the family background. Him the only one being going to jail. Everybody else has basically had a really good outcome growing up in the household. I love that his mother is really involved and she's weighing out her options when it comes to dealing with Frederica and in the situation with Maya. She's definitely a situational awareness person. She's noticing a lot of different things that's going on with Maya when she's bringing her up. And so I definitely do. I was very interested in hearing that story because I'm like, I guess when we were talking about it last time that we talked about it, we were kind of talking about, you know, whether the father was really involved or
I just want you to keep it surfacely. You giving a book away.
I mean, you got way more to give than I do because I only got to chapter 8. So
I'm not giving a book away. Just surfacely what you thought about the book.
I'm telling you, I like the fact that they were giving the backstory about the dad. She's a nasty trifling ass heifer. She don't feed that little girl. She needs to listen. I don't even know what you want me to talk about then. This is just how I felt about what I read so far. I'm not giving up the details of what I did. I mean, I highlighted some stuff in here, but listen. You saw him come here and just yell at me. I didn't even do anything. And how's everybody doing? Because I definitely Busy called me late. We can talk about that until he comes back. We were supposed to be doing this today. I text Busy this morning, no response. Text Busy twice, no response. Then all of a sudden, after he's 15 minutes late, he calls me and tells me we're doing this show. I can't talk about nothing yet. I can't wait for y'all to finish. I'm like, damn, I can't say nothing. I feel like I've seen a spoiler about the end of the book that I wasn't happy about, and how her dad let the streets get him like that. Yeah, I was kind of sad for him, but it made me feel like I like the dad a little bit because, yeah, I feel like he made a mistake, and I feel like he really wants what's best for his daughter. What's going on, Care Bear? Don't feel bad. He always yelling at someone. What's going on, Trey? Hell of a juicy, a bickering review, bickering book club, bickering. But you know, listen, he going to cook in the middle of a live. This is the second live Busy that been in the middle of cooking up, and I keep telling Busy just schedule the lives later. But Busy wants to schedule around we get for work when he knows he's cooking. So we can do a review on Busy and go on live with Busy. And I have some exciting news for you guys and him, but I gotta wait for him to come back. But I don't know if Busy did it so far from what you guys have read, even if you read the whole thing, on a scale from 1 to 10, how you guys feeling about the book so far? BB Cam, give us the news. He's listening in the background. I'm saying he just rushed me to get on here so he can get off. This is very low budget. Very low budgets. You know, Busy eavesdropping. I know he is. She's very much so trash. Fred is a hot damn mess on a platter. Yes, I so agree with that. How are y'all feeling about the dad? Like, does his story so far make you guys feel a little bit different about him? I just started chapter 5. I'm behind. Okay, good.
Okay. So, I'm sorry I had to deal with just him by himself for a minute.
I'm sorry that you decided to call me to do a live and then started cooking in the middle of it.
No apologies necessary.
So listen, I want to tell you something before we get really into the book. I know you probably have already started this, but you know, I texted you about something.
What'd you text me?
About our reviews for Candy and the Gang.
That has nothing to do with this one, right?
I know it doesn't, but I mean, this is our members only. So I mean, this is kind of like we can break some news.
Yeah, but I would like it to be broken once it's secured. I don't like to do.
I'm about to break the news for you that it is secure. He will be with us on Monday.
I need to see a screenshot of that.
Oh, my phone's over there. I'll send it to you when we're done. But we
Okay
on Monday. So
y'all, we will be. This is an exclusive. But my side baby daddy was able to get
Brian.
There you go, from Kenzie and the Gang to do the review with us, or at least talk to us on Monday. So that's exciting. Look at you, hard at work. Finally, you good for what? Something. You know, I hate when people be like, "Oh my God, why is SoDeb here? He not really bringing nothing to the show."
Do people really say that?
Yeah, and I don't be liking it. That I be getting upset. Yeah, I be crying too. But no, I'm excited. So but let's stick on to the Roaches because we are gonna have to play this record soon. Okay, so y'all, I think overall I did like these last couple of chapters. This is, I think that you were onto something when you said that this is just really background. Okay. We are getting a little bit, so we're getting a little bit more of a background from like Maya and what's going on with her. I wonder where the boys went off to. And it seems like we're getting background from Maya, but we're getting current for Fred Quisha. Fred Quisha is an interesting character to me more and more, and so are the people in Chicago. I have a ton of notes, and some of them couldn't fit on these little sticky notes, so I had to start bringing up to get on peak pads because I had more and more and more notes. Okay, so let's go through and start answering some of the questions. So y'all remember, if you are a member of, I put the I pinned the StreamYard link onto my YouTube, so you need to go to your YouTube so that and pin the StreamYard link. So if you are a member, remember today's book club meeting is free for all. So if you have time and you read the book, come up, talk to us, answer the questions with us, or you can sit in your seat wherever you are and answer the questions from the chat. I already did it, but you got to pin it from your YouTube.
Oh,
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I already posted it, but you got to pin it. So I'm gonna put it again in the chat. All right, so let's get started, y'all. Okay, so put in the comments numbers 1 through 61. 1 through 61. Please check my internet connection. 1 through protect my said, I'm not reading the book. I'm just here to support the whole book club. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all gotta read chapter 30. Okay, those boys and Funky Fred. Yeah, okay. Let me stop. Okay, so I'm looking, I'm seeing 25, 30, 17, 2, 27. Mo. Yo, Trey, I'm trying to see if he could get him to make some, and then he'll bring him up. So y'all know SoDeb will be here on Friday.
Well, I showed you what he said. He said restaurant coming soon, so we ain't getting.
Oh no, you did show that to me. So y'all, let's start. So let's start with number 25. Number 25 is, if you had, you ready?
You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was about to send you a message. Go ahead.
No, send me the message. Go ahead. You could do both. So the question is, we're on number 25. The question is, if you had to trade places with one character, who would you choose and why? Put in the comments, y'all. If you had to trade places with one character, who would it be and why? If I had to trade places with one character, I would want to be. Yeah, I know exactly who I want to be. And I wrote this down somewhere. If I had to trade places with one character, I would want to be. Oh, where they at? Dr. Sterling. I would love to be Make me Dr. Sterling. I would love to be Dr. Sterling. I have no problem being so y'all. Dr. Sterling, which we do learn, is one of the caseworkers down to the jail. I would love to be Dr. Sterling. Please make me Dr. Sterling. Karen Bear said the grandmama. Miss Watkins said, Jamie B said Miss Watkins. Karen Bear said Miss Watkins. Who would you want to be?
I don't know. I feel like the Roaches is the best
That's
thing in the
exciting,
book.
and he better be here.
I feel like I want to be one of the Roaches. I feel like they got the most entertainment that's going on in this book so far.
Yeah, but they die. You live short lives.
I mean, do they really? I mean, they feel like they're living longer than Frederica gonna live.
It's her apartment.
Yeah, I mean, but they eating for free. They get to watch porn, live porn. They get to watch children's services come in and the grandma. I mean, this is drama. It's like a real reality show.
That's true. That's true. All right, y'all know what we do over here. So after we answer the questions, we pick an excerpt. Let me go to the excerpt that I would like to choose.
You let me go first.
Yeah, do you have your excerpt ready?
Yes, I highlighted my.
What page are we on?
Yeah, we at the beginning of the chapter 2 already.
Okay.
It says.
Wait, what page?
It's page 19.
Okay, go ahead.
It says any other normal child would have been watching cartoons on a carefree Saturday morning, but Maya was an exception. The girl wasn't even allowed to watch Saturday morning cartoons. Barely could watch TV throughout the week either. Frederica thought the moment baby girl started watching the Disney Channel, she'd get hooked to wanting to go to Disney World. It's trifling. And the last thing Frederica had on her agenda was to take her daughter. She truly didn't want to some amusement park. Is this written right?
Yeah, it is. The last thing she had on her agenda is to take some daughter she truly didn't want to some amusement park.
All the way in Florida. Nonetheless, you already know she'd take her sons in a heartbeat. But shit, even Frederica was too selfish to even go that far to take her son out of the state on a nice Disney vacation. She let their daddies do that. If a bitch was going out of town, it was for her own enjoyment.
Wow. Powerful. Frequisha's a piece of shit. She treats her daughter like trash. I don't like the fact that there's this very. So what I have noticed is that the author refers to anyone in Maya's life and around her as a family, and then Frequisha and them, they're not a family. Mm-hmm. And we get a chance to see that a little bit further in the chapters when they say the family drove off, the family did this, and it's just like, girl, who's the family? And I did love that. Kimber said I was finna say the Roaches too, but they get smacked. Why would y'all want to be the Roaches? Okay.
But they ain't even really dying though. They just living.
I will be calling in and reading my favorite whenever I get to the chapter. Yes. Okay. When we get to the chapter, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so y'all, let me go to where I wanted to read. There were some parts that were very intriguing to me. Okay. Oh wait, no, we did your thing, and then we did questions, my thing, and then we did questions. So let's go to the next thing of questions. The next question is number 17. This question is: does this book remind you of any movies? If so, which one? This book reminds me, and y'all answer the question in the chat. This book reminds me of Don't Be a Menace While Drinking Truth in South Central. Is that the whole title?
Juice in the hood.
That part. Does this book remind you of anything?
I don't. Only thing it really reminds me of, it has really nothing to do with Roaches, but that movie Birds, because I would be petrified to be in a house full of this many insects. So I mean, that's what it reminds me of. It sounds like a horror story.
Birds.
Now we're talking about documentaries. It does remind me of that story with that little boy, Gabriel Fernandez.
Mhm.
Does remind me of that.
Okay. Birds, y'all. Birds. Put in the comments. Care Bear said precious. It reminds me of precious. All right. Let me go to my excerpt. This excerpt is from chapter 3, page 32. Okay. Well, just a warning though. Shorty's crib might be a wreck. She kind of nasty with it, but that pussy fire though. Deontay confessed. Marvin let out a nervous chuckle. Nigga, what? We finna fuck a bitch with roaches in her crib? Shit in her crib? Yeah, man. But I'm telling you, that pussy smacking. And the bitch will slurp and drink a nut like it's a vanilla bean frappuccino from Starbucks. Venti sides. That's the tallest, my nigga. That's the tallest.
This far was a lot.
This whole chapter was.
What page was that one on that you just read?
That was chapter 30. That was page 32. This is too much. Y'all got me reading this ghetto. When this man was like a venti, that's the largest size. She'll slurp that thing up like nobody's business. And the thing is, I felt so bad. I always wanted the venti size. The thing is, I felt so bad for Marvin. I don't know how many people felt bad for Marvin, but I was like, don't do it. Don't do it, Marvin. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't go in. You could do it. You could say, no, Biz, you have no idea what you're about to read. Apparently. But I will say, these next 2 chapters, I mean, it started, I felt like I was watching I was reading erotica.
Was it really erotica though? Erotica is more passionate. It's more romantic.
Does it have to be passionate? Erotica has to be passionate?
I mean, I feel like it's normally is. I don't feel like it was this.
It didn't seem that bad. I mean, I could see it happening, but maybe that's because I'm a little gay boy, black boy. So I could see all of the parts happening. Could you see it happening?
Yeah, I know straight guys who have done this.
Care Bear said no. When Marvin almost threw up when he wanted an apartment and the smell took over him, it was too much. I could imagine Marvin being like, it just disgusting. It was a horror scene.
This is one, and that's one thing that I do like about Quan is that, like, he described how that smelled to the T. Like, I feel like I smelt it. It was like a scratch and sniff book page for this. I feel like I could smell. I could feel. I could smell it through the description of what he said that it smelled like.
Do y'all think that? Sorry. Okay, so this is to the ladies and the gentlemen, because you know some of y'all bottoms be having the people come over. Do y'all not clean your house before someone's coming? Maybe it is just a booty call. Do you not clean your house for a booty call? Would you clean your apartment for a booty call?
I clean my house before anybody comes over here.
I would clean my house for a booty call. Like, if someone was gonna come over, I would clean my house for a booty call. The fact that Deontay's like, don't worry about it, she could, lets me know that's a she done had her house dirty before, inviting people over to eat her out, and you got roaches.
And that's what I guess that's where I was really concerned for them. I'm like, I want to call the health department because they're eating her out, and she's like, and the way that they like she smelled, and they still went and did it. I'm like, no, see, this is why I can't.
I guess it's too late at that point. Once you already, as a top, sometimes the stuff that the people don't do what they're supposed to do regularly. You're like, well, I'm already here. I might as well finish the job.
I guess.
It happened to me. You might as well finish the job. All right, y'all. So let's go to the next number.
Well, wait, Sunshine said, hey guys, hey, just let me know because I'm not reading it. Does a bug crawl on him during? I don't think I read that word that they did.
No, the roaches were watching.
Yes, they were watching. It was like
The Roaches stopped doing what they were doing to watch the sex, but they did not. Nothing crawled on anyone. If she don't clean for the kids, she gonna clean for some. You would think, because that's more important to her, Jamie. If you didn't clean your place, how can I trust you clean your?
She did clean her body, did she? I mean, from the way that he described how she smelled, I think that she did. It never. Oh well. Let me write this down because that just reminded me of something else that I thought about.
It's never too late to stop. Look, I think it is. I think it comes to a point in time where you just got to keep pushing. You're like, look, let me just. Okay. Oh, how the hell? She took a shower and she was still. Exactly. Shazai said, oh my, I'm just going to continue listening. Girl, do you see the book we're reading? And we did get props from the author. It's This Hoe Got Roaches in Her Crib. All right, so let's go to question number 2. Question number 2 is, and y'all, we need one more number in the chat. Actually, we need 3 more because all of these are from I think all of these from Mo. Okay, so question number 2. What haven't you liked about the book so far?
I mean, I don't think I haven't liked anything. It's just very interesting to hear what's going on here. I mean, I feel like I would be reading more of this, but I know that I've been really busy. But I don't feel like I've been disappointed by anything besides the fact that Frederica is trifling.
So far, I haven't liked. I don't know who's narrating because he seemed like the person seems so mean sometimes and it's so nice. It frustrates me. Like at one point when he's like, hell, now that I'm finally getting a chance to look around the corner, and it's like, well, who is this narrating this book for us? She finally went back to her kitchen. Hell, now that I'm getting a good look at it, and I'm thinking, is the person in the house? Like, I just don't understand. Tater Bay Bleach, so busy. Not busy. No, not my boo. So that's what I haven't liked about it so far. Okay. What's your excerpt?
It's very similar to yours. It's cover your ears if you don't want to hear what's about to happen here because this is very vulgar.
It's very graphic.
It's very graphic, yes.
Oh, Kimber said maybe the Roaches narrating.
Oh, that would be a good twist.
You know what? I would appreciate that and value that if at the end of all of this we realized that a Roach was narrating. I'll be like, clever.
Yes, very clever.
All right, so we're about to get graphic.
Yeah. So,
viewer discretion, parental discretion is advised.
It's not for children. This is not safe for work either.
This is not the Oscar. Oh no, that's not safe for children either because people are fighting.
Here we go. All right, so we're on page 43.
Let me read along. Let me see where we are. Hold on. Page 43.
It says, once terrified by the army of roaches surrounding him in the filthy apartment. Now...
You want to read this part? You nasty. Y'all cover your ears.
The now roach oblivious Marvin
succumbed. Oh, I gotta take the chicken.
The bliss of Frederica's pussy walls, massaging his dickhead, taking him away from the wretchedness of the apartment. This disgusting fuckboy continued to slide in and out of her, pounding her as her stomach fat waggled like a pan of freshly made jello. Shit, even though Bill Cosby was a now convicted pussy fanatic predator, if his old perverted ass saw this apartment, he wouldn't dare try to drug this Frederica hoe to get some of that cooch, no matter how juicy and or tight it was. Old fuck nigga would have had his ass at home trying to get it in with his wife. Nevertheless, both these niggas fucking Frederica were foul as fuck for so many reasons. First, they were messing with a bitch who obviously has a serious problem with cleanliness. Who in their right mind would mess with a woman who, on top of having a clear roach problem, kept her house looking like a dumpster. Then, even worse, this bitch had the audacity to raise her kids among this small sordidness. But fuck all of that. Why weren't these fools wearing protection? Did they just assume Fredquisha was on the pill? Had her tubes tied, had her uterus scraped a million times from abortion after abortion, rendering her incapable from having future children. That was very interesting to me because it was like they really did describe this lady, but I was glad that Quan brought us back down and to understand, or maybe the Roaches or whoever is narrating this story, because this was very problematic. And I don't feel like they said nothing about no protection, but I'm glad that it was clarified that there was no protection. Love you both. Got to go. Always support everyone. Like the wonderful review. Catch you later. Bye. Protect my MJAC. Because look, did you notice some of the Roaches had names like, yeah, family names, yes. A clear roach problem and not scraping. Listen, because would you be okay with maybe possibly having a baby with this lady? You having sex with her without a condom on? We already see, or maybe they don't know how she's treating these kids that are already in her household, but absolutely not protection. And they said that she is thinking. Yes, and when he mentioned that part, it opened up that she gets pregnant by one of them. I must not have read that far. Wait, yes, and when he mentioned that part, it opened up that she got pregnant by one of them. Did I not read that far? You done spoiled something for me. Listen, I don't feel like this is just nasty to me. I'm sorry. This is disgusting. And the fact that Marvin decided to do this after all this still is it bothers me. The narrator has to be, oh, listen, let me write that down too, because that was the other thing. The narrator has to be a rat that has been in the home for years, so he knows all the tea. Because we were talking about this last week, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna get to this in a minute. But it says she had mice. I'm like, Quan should have put some spice on this and said this hoe got roaches and rats in her crib. No, I think it opened it up for the possibility she gets pregnant by one of them. Oh, okay, got you. I was about to say, I know I didn't read that part yet. But yeah, I was just like, after everything they just said about her, I mean, because this man was afraid to go get a cup out of the cabinet. And they ended up just having a drink out of the bottle of Hennessy, because then we already passed that part. So I can we had to because they already having sex. But he had to go and they had to drink out of the bottle because they were afraid to get a cup because there was so many roaches in the sink. I'm sorry, I just can't. AKA another book, like a book series, part 2, 3, or more. I got pregnant by this hoe who got roaches and rats and mice and bed bugs in her house. Wait until you see what her mama got in her house. Oh no, the mom too.
The mom is in the book.
Oh,
okay. So let's get down to it. Did you talk about how he was stroking in and out of her? You got that done?
I read that part already. Yeah.
Okay. Thank God. Okay. All right. 10 more minutes, and I think my chicken and stuff gonna be done. I'll be able to put it off. Okay.
We are not doing this live when you cook me in.
All right. So next number is number 7. What feelings and emotions does this book evoke for you? So at some parts it's anger. Y'all, when I was reading this chapter, I was like, okay. Like when I could see when Deontay put his hands down her pants, it was touching her, her vagina lips, and I could see that. And how that was going on. it was very graphic. I could see when one person was in front of her, one person was behind. I could see that. I could see it when one person was eating her and she was like, "Oh, don't stop." I could see, I could hear it. I'm surprised nobody was like, "You keep that down in there. Please stop it over there. You whore." I'm surprised none of that was going
The
on.
Roaches was doing that.
But
Jamie B, listen, like honestly, while I'm reading the description, a lot of stuff, I do start itching. I feel like
start itching.
I feel like I feel like I'm in the house.
I mean, you're reading this book about it with roaches.
Feel like I need to shout. The people, so if Jamie B and Care Bear, we all on the same page.
Y'all trash. But then I also felt, I will say, I felt a sense of sadness during which chapter?
I feel this source of sadness. I don't know what chapter it was in, but when they got into the accident trying to go to see the dad.
I felt it before that. I felt the sadness for, was his name Demario?
Oh, when the kid died.
I did not like the stuff with Demario. Actually, if we're gonna get, well, I have you answer the question and then I'll read my next one. My next excerpt. So, what emotions or feelings did this evoke?
I just said mine. That's what I already said mine.
Okay, so I'm gonna read. We're on page 51, and I'm reading. No, not my baby. No, please, no. Demario screamed. Austin, along with the rest of the inmates, suddenly threw their gaze at a screaming, emotionally disheveled Demario. Come on, brother. It's going to be all right. I got you. Officer Tompkins, the tall and built black corrections officer, said, trying to keep Demario from collapsing to the ground. Lord, what? Take me instead, God. Please, not my baby. Everyone completely paused what they were doing and got the Demario's emotional breakdown. Austin had no idea what was going on with Demario, but based on Demario's flustered behavior and erratic cries, it was quite obvious something happened to his daughter. So this was actually sad because it seemed like Demario and Austin, they, as inmates, they got a chance to get some type of rapport with each other. Like Demario's in there because of the drug violation. It was his third drug violation. They, a small amount with the intent to sell. And then Austin was in there also for, small crimes. So it was seeing them together and their communication. Demario, he had his baby mother that he loved, somewhat like his wife, if I'm not mistaken, and his daughter. And Austin didn't like the baby mama because she for the streets, but he definitely loved his daughter. So I was very touched and moved by this part, and I was like, oh no, what's going on? And I actually got this led to a nervousness that I felt when they were heading to the dance.
Oh my God.
I was like, oh my God. I got so scared, like when the car got. I was like, "Oh my God!"
Jamie's comment real quick, please.
Austin sound like he can get these.
And what's going on, Princess? We ain't calling her ho-ho. That's what we're reading the book.
The book, yeah. This hoe got roaches in her crib.
Yes, that's it.
Get with the book. Austin do sound like he. Yo, I have a question. What's a Dino?
A Dino?
Yeah, remember she was like, "Oh, she'll take 2 Dinos."
It sounds like some drugs.
Deontay and when he was talking to Marvin, he was like, "Yeah, she'll take 2 Dinos."
Let's look it up.
Dinos. A woman taking 2 Dinos.
Where's the Urban Dictionary for this? Here we go.
Care Bear said the pill. One person said the D.
Yeah, I'm seeing that the Dino is the D.
Okay, so she's taking it, which made sense because he said that she's taken 2 Dinos before, and I was thinking, what is 2 Dinos, girl?
No,
Is
Dino.
this,
I'm gonna start saying that. I'm gonna start saying that.
is this the drugs? Because they did say that she'll do anything for weed and pills.
Well, she has been doing everything for drugs and pills.
Care Bear says double ecstasy. Maybe it's everything. Maybe the 2 Ds give her double ecstasy.
She did take 2 Ds though.
She did take 2 Ds.
Who knows?
Y'all nasty. Let's go to the next one, which is number 24. Are there any places in the book? Are there any places in the book that you would like to visit?
Probably what's the grandmother's name? Did they say what her name was? I would like to visit her house though. I feel like her house is amazing.
You know what I had questions about, to be honest? I felt like Jonah came from nowhere.
The brother, yes. I mean, it was
I
like he
feel
popped
like,
up, and I was like, wait a
yeah.
minute. I actually went back. I was like, I feel like I read about him. But yeah, I feel the same way.
Jonah just popped up out of nowhere. And then when they were having her do the prayer down to the dining when she got the fried chicken, y'all know what the child's prayer is that y'all learn when y'all little kids. Everybody bow your heads. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. God is great. God is good. Let us thank him for a fool. Amen. All of this stuff that they was doing, I was thinking, they don't teach us this as children. We learn God is great, God is good. Let us take us for a fool. Amen.
Care Bear says she would want to go to the Golden Corral, the restaurant.
I would like to go to. I mean, look, before when they started praying, y'all tell me y'all didn't learn that God is great, God is good.
No, Princess, no, that was actually somebody else changed the word, but the name of the book is This Hoe Got Roaches.
Yeah, this is the name of the book.
The one I think I posted, it does say this bitch got roaches. I think that's why I kept mixing it up last week too. Because it does say this bitch has roaches in her crib, but it's really this hoe.
See, Monique, you learned the same one. God is great, God is good. Is that the first one you learned?
That's what I learned.
God is great, God is good. Let us thank him for a fool. Amen.
And Care Bear said, I still say that prayer.
And somebody else said, God is great, God is good. Oh, I gotta go check the chicken again. God is great, God is good. Let us thank us for our food. By his hands, we are fed. Thank you for our daily bread.
God is good. Let us thank you for this food. By our hands, we must be fed, and whatever else you just said.
Thank you for our daily bread. Kevin said, I still say that. Go to jail.
It's a prayer.
I mean, I guess. You have an excerpt?
I do.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the chicken off while you do this excerpt.
Oh my god, here we go. All right, so we are on page 28. What is this, chapter 2 still? I highlight a lot of stuff from chapter 2, y'all. If one were to look closely, Mike's pebble shit was scattered all over the floors as well. Aside from the growing roach problem, Mike's were another growing issue. Fredquisha was unbothered. Glenn, the crackhead maintenance man, told her to get a cat to deal with the mouse problem. But Fredquisha hated animals, despite living with any array of vermin. Fredquisha closed the refrigerator and then walked into her living room. But damn, God knows what lady behind the stove and but damn, God knows what lay behind the stove and fridge. Fungus, mold, more mice shit, a roach kingdom, a roach galaxy. Who knows? Any respectable landlord wouldn't tolerate this absolute filth, but Mr. Garrison didn't want to piss off tenants and lose them. This part of Inglewood that Frequisha lived in was perhaps one of the most dangerous sections in the entire city of Chicago, perhaps even Illinois. With shootings happening damn near every night, no one in their right mind dared to want to willingly live in that area. Nonetheless, Frequisha didn't mind. She was born and raised in this neck of the woods, and to her, the area was just the set. She reasoned no one would fuck with her since she knew all the guys in the area. Now, how do y'all think that Frequisha knew all the men in that area? Yeah, she's a bitch. You know, yes, princess, absolutely. Level one. Listen. Simple. Yes, I learned that in Sunday school, and yes, okay. We talk about the prayer. Yes, it's about absolutely. Yes, I'll say it too. Yes, I learned that in Sunday school, and I made my boys say it. Not vermin. Yes. Okay, maybe the narrator is a spider.
A
Spider.
spider.
And is my favorite character in this book. Jeremy said, and it is some places here like that. This is from Chicago, Princess.
Yeah, and we did look up some of the
That
buildings, and some of the buildings are real. I had a question about that since you were here, Princess with a wig on.
A gangbanger or a whore. But listen, we talked last week about what we named this book. And when I read this part, I said, well, why did he add the mice? This hoe got roaches and mice in her crib.
Well, because the roaches are more prominent, you want to give the star.
Oh no, I will add both of
them. Princess with a wig on. There was a part where, and I don't think they do that here in DC, so maybe they do it in other areas where they put the X's on the house not to go in. Where's that at? Yo, what page that's on? When they put the X's on the house?
I don't know what page that's on.
But they were driving. As they were driving, they said that they put X's on the house so that way when you trying to save someone or when you're trying to do something, don't go into the house. Boom, got it. Page 58, y'all. It says nearly 50% of the residents in the area lived at or below the poverty rate. If one were to take a drive around the area, no one would notice that virtually every other house was abandoned, marked with an X, with red X signs on their molded wooden doors. Tall, uncut shrubbery gated off many of the rundown houses and flats. Dereliction, dereliction, their sole occupant. The Chicago Fire Department. Why I'm reading like so damn? The Chicago Fire Department years ago started this The Chicago Fire Department years ago started this program called the Chicago Red X program that was designed to place red X place cards on vacant houses and buildings, alerting first responders and firefighters that essentially these marked properties were beyond fucked up. Okay, that's what they wrote in the that's what they wrote as a procedure. Enter at your own risk. Shit, truth be told, the entire neighborhood needed a big red X on it. Dwell there at your own risk. So let's look up the Chicago Red program because we did last time we did take a history lesson. Let's look at the Chicago Red X.
And why are you doing that? Princess said X on the house means they will demolish it.
So it is real.
They do that in every city, I thought.
We don't got no big red X's on this is not
no, there's houses. I know there's houses here in Atlanta. When I lived in Ohio, when I lived in Maryland, in Orlando, I've seen that. I thought it was like a hazard to be in there. I thought it was actually for the homeless people who were trying to live in there, though.
So in 2014, Chicago quietly phased out the Red X program. So it says y'all don't even got that no more. So it was a thing, and this is from WBEZ Chicago.
WBEZ.
So because it did say a placard, because I was thinking this is not spray paint on the door. This is
I thought it was spray paint on the door.
I just read placard.
No, I thought that's what you were saying. I thought it was. Because I know that a lot of places here and like others say it's the spray paint on the wood on the door.
Yeah, so but once it said placard, I was like, okay, so they're actually putting a sign on it. Monique said down here they bound up the windows. Oh, Principal with a wig on's here. What's up, Principal with a wig on?
Hey, yeah, I just got home. That's some old bullshit they did to try to appease us in the hood to think that they would make the hood better.
Putting an X on it?
Yeah. So what it was is they are like, especially in Inglewood, the neighborhoods that they're speaking of, in high crime areas, a lot of the abandoned buildings they were used for trap houses and whore houses and crack houses. So plus it's just an eyesore in the neighborhood. So what they went around is they started putting those X's on the building. And so that means that they're supposed to come and tear it down. They did tear down a good number of the buildings, but it's a hell of a lot of buildings that still got the X up. So yeah, that's all it's supposed to mean is they're supposed to tear it down. They're supposed to come back and build up better housing for the people, but we'll see.
Oh, come on, lessons. See, it's good that we. So, do you know of the place? Do you know where the place is that she lives? Do you remember what it's called?
Inglewood.
No, she lives at the Cabrini Green Housing Project.
Those don't no longer exist for real. Cabrini Green project out west. That is where they taped the show Good Times. Like that's where all that shit was based off of. The Cabrini Green houses is some of the worst housing in the city of Chicago, the worst projects. What they have done is gentrified that area, tore down the Cabrini Green buildings, and you could Google it so you could see what Cabrini Green looks like. They have torn them down and made it.
Can they still hang out in the child line?
Yeah, you can, but most of them don't have to. They made it into like in the other movie, Cooley High. They have made it into mixed income housing over there, Cabrini Green. So it's all low rise, little townhomes and stuff over there. And the light skinned people are starting to move out west and putting Targets and things over there.
Oh, this is crazy.
And that's been the last 20 years. Last 20 years, they've been cleaning up that area.
Y'all, we got a history lesson from Princess with a wig on. Thank you, Princess with a wig on.
Is that it?
Yes, for now.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Y'all, and what we have an on-site correspondent to help us out.
Reporting live from outside of Pacifica's house. There is Princess, and she knows about the roaches and the mice that are there. Frederica literally left there last week, even though it had shut down years ago. She still was standing outside, and the roaches and her were all looking for a place to stay, and now they are living at.
We do have an on-site correspondent, y'all. I will say, okay, so let's do two more because then I gotta go.
But listen, I want to say this because I don't know where it's at in the book. I mean, I'm reading this too much to read, but I want to say this. There was one part that we did read that was in the book about Maya with this dress.
The $400 dress?
Yes.
I hope that she better not bring that back to her mother.
Listen, but no, I'm going to tell you why she should bring it back to her mother's house, because it's too much to read. It's very long, but all the thing that I got was from this. Now, this grandmother been going all about Frederica and his dirty house, in-house nasty, the girl that ain't no food. But this girl done tried on this dress, and she has not taken a shower at all.
Okay.
She never took a bath. She never even sprayed Febreze on Maya to make sure that the dress is not dirty on the inside parts.
Okay.
So for me,
you were
I just thought this was a very important part of this book, Because if the grandmother is so concerned about Maya, you're not putting on no brand new dress and you came from Frederica's house.
You want to make her feel happy first.
Well, she gonna take a bath first.
I didn't like that she came into the place and jumped on the chair and grabbed the remote. It's like if you don't get your roach infested
Like,
eggs off my
ma'am, jump in the shower in the bathtub first before we do anything in my house.
But you wouldn't treat your grandchildren like that.
I'm not gonna make it look like you dirty. I'm gonna like, come on, baby, let's go. I got a bubble bath made for you, toys and shit. You know, I'm gonna make it look like it's a fun time. But I feel like this was very unrealistic. This was unrealistic to me because ain't no way I saw your mother's house, and I know you ain't ate no food. You have definitely not taken a bath. You coming into my house, we're going to bath time. I'm gonna make it like a swimming pool. We're gonna get into the bathtub and with bubbles in it, toys. We're gonna have a good time in that bathtub. Now, this is the part where that boy's mom was wrong.
I'm with you.
Because she should have definitely put that girl, and then she put her in a brand new dress that she loved, and she's dirty.
I hear you. Let's get to the last one. Y'all put in the comments how y'all feel about that.
Yes, and wash her hair. Thank you. Because her hair was not even done.
Oh, we need one more. Oh no, here we are. The last one is did you find this plot predictable? Yes. I know people like it. So yes.
Oh my God.
I just got nervous.
I feel like we don't really know what the full plot is right now. Because honestly, again, like we said the last time, I thought that this was like the boyfriend telling a story about the who has roaches.
And now we're realizing
somebody telling a story where we're trying to figure out who it is. So
it's the
maybe
spider.
we don't know because it's coming from a different perspective.
You said just wait. With the way things are going, her dirty body in here ain't gonna matter. Now, don't say okay. So y'all, we're gonna end it here. We're at chapter 8. We are going to go. So some of y'all already read the book, so don't spoil it for us because we may have Quan Mills with us one of these days.
I'm working on it.
We will get up to chapter 29. That's page 204.
This must be farther than what I got.
Next chapter, it's only 100 pages. Next chapter, chapter 29.
Oh, that's what we're reading up to next.
Yes, we're reading up to chapter 29, page 204. I want to say so far the book has been good. It's been interesting. I was very nervous when the mama got into that accident because I was like, oh, are they getting to the accident and they're about to shoot up the car? I thought that the same thing that happened with old boy's daughter and his mom and girlfriend. I thought that was what was about to happen. I thought it was about to blip blip. I thought it was about to shoot up the car.
Well, I feel sad because I think we're not doing anything else, but I do feel sad because one, I feel like he hasn't got to see his daughter. He's been in jail for 2 years. This was a day he really it was for them. It sounded like the way they decorated the place. I'm sure how they described it. It probably looked nothing like that in real life. It was a real situation, but the way they described it, I really wanted her to be there because I really feel like this man wants his daughter to have the best. Period.
He does,
and for them not to be able to go, I feel so sad.
Yeah, it was sad, and his allergies was started acting up.
Whose?
That's what he said. Austin. He was like, "No, just my allergies." Strong allergies.
I think I feel like we were talking about this last week. It was like, what did he fight for? I'm like, I feel like he really did, and this really made me feel like he really values his daughter. He wants the best for her. I feel like he's a good dad. He made a mistake. I mean, Frederica's doing shit on purpose, and he made a mistake. And he's really, he tried to get her with his mom. He couldn't do it. I feel like when he gets out of, I know there's 3 parts to this, but I feel like she's gonna give him even more hell about this because she wants that girl to just pay for whatever he did to her.
Whatever it was. All right, y'all. We're about to log out of here. They said hold that thought and keep reading that. We've been on here for an hour, y'all, so we're about to get out of here. Deb, tell the people where they can find you.
Are y'all serious? Y'all can find me right here at So Debonair everywhere on all social media except for on Twitch. It's So Debonair. If you just have problems finding me, just Google me.
If y'all want to know more about me and everything that's going on, you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter, BusyBlu, no space, no E. You can also find me on Twitch, BusyBlu, where this is definitely not streaming right now. We normally stream this live on Twitter, so if you're watching this on the playback, what's up, Twitter? Again, this is a members only book club for the first couple of days. We only read it with each other, and we get exclusives here. And then on Fridays is when we stream them live in the afternoon. So if you couldn't get enough and you want to be a part of the conversation later, make sure that you watch the live streaming. These videos go away and then we stream it.
And make sure you say this. So guys, because we do them on Fridays, if you see your comments pop up on a YouTube channel and it's one of me or Busy's with this, we're not live. It's just your comments from today.
Yes.
Because but she was like, I'm not on the live. I'm like, that was funny.
So yeah, we're re-streaming it. All right, y'all. So we better get out of here. Y'all have a good rest of your night. It's time for Married at First Sight. Say goodbye in 3. 1, 2, 3. Bye.